Greetings, Commanders, this is Pagan Horde, and we are looking at 126. Now, this episode is happening directly after the other one. Our people are still in fatigued and all that, because I want to take a look at our new toys. So before we dive in, please do some YouTube stuff, and let's see what we have. Now, we salvaged a Black Rose, and we also have enough parts, hopefully, to create a Wanu. The Wanu has been kicking my ass a lot, so I'm glad to have it on my side for once. Do they have the same perks? The two models? Yeah. Those are Omnis, so the difference would only be the whatever weapon loadout was on it. Well, let's ready him. Confirm. To explore, they acquired a design to have the Sunder Omni-Mech. Okay, so it's a big Sunder. Oh, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Alright. The Sunder is a fine, one of the best, I think, in a sphere version of Omnis. It works pretty well if you can get one. Alright, so first the Omni. Let's have a look at you. It's probably completely destroyed. But that's fine because its firepower, its weapons are, well, not great. Wow, so there you are. At 75 tons. It comes with endo. 75 tons. What is your movement? That is a slow movement, though. And I cannot change the engine to make you go faster. So I can probably say we're gonna go flywheel. Yeah. To make you go faster. That means no exchanger or optics. That means we're probably gonna go battle computer to add optics. And the heat battle computer. And you're also cheap to build because you're an Omni. Which is awesome. You're going to be a deadly one. If you are fast enough with this. Okay. So. Your quirk is extended torso twist, and your affinity is sniper. The idea that I have in my head right now is make you an upscale of our trusty Orion 2C. Because you do have the same quirk of sniper at long range, the smart thing would be to give you long range weapon. By default. I mean, if we cram you full of long range stuff, can we give you Omnipod lower arm? And there we go. Lower arm? No. That would have helped with the accuracy. I don't think I'm going to give you big guns. I think I'm just going to cram as much as I can. The Orion 2C is sporting 2 LRM-15 with Artemis, and MRM-40 with Apollo ammo, as well as 1 Ultra 5. So if I give you 4 Ultra 5. Let's go 4. And I give you 4 LRM-20 on the other hand. I don't have enough room for Artemis right now if I give you... But let's just... Yeah. I'm gonna put a turret mount and make it even better. So what I'm gonna do is equip you with an upper recoil here. I'm thinking. You can hear the you can probably smell the brain cooking right now. Because we do need to leave it enough room to put some battle computers to make this sing. The other thing that I'm sure is that I'm gonna need Artemis 4. Or even 5. Why don't we 5 you? We have the room? Let's Artemis 5 you. And F it. Artemis 5, you're gonna be... Well, let's go the full, as accurate as we can route. Let's even go with this. Artemis 5 with turret mount, let's go. Now we have 17 to go, so we need to start thinking ammo and other stuff. So we're gonna need these. So it's we're firing 80, so it's 1.5 per bin. So if we want 12 Alpha Strike, which is approximately usually the number to reach, that would be 8 ton of this. Two, 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna add cases because of course we do. We didn't even give you ferro fibers yet, so let's do that. So cases. So far this mech is awesome. 75 tons of Omni with accurate fire. That's gnarly. Okay, so next. Enough ammo for these hungry fellows, which will be firing 8 of them per turn. I hope I have enough. Oh, I don't have enough. We have 3 doubles. Is that enough? Which would 3 doubles would put me at 150 shots. That's more than enough. We need 2 doubles for 100. That's 100 shot, which would give us exactly 12 and just half. Oh yeah, that works. So we're good like this. Now let's think battle computers. How's the cooling going? That may be a problem. Maybe we have enough room for the head of the headless horseman in you. Or the curse. Alright, well, my favorite one is by far the MK2 for the evasion ignore. Now we have 13 tons to play with. It's going to be more than enough. It's going to be more than enough. So, ballistic, gunnery, heat. We're not going to bother with indirect because this is a direct fire mech. I just hope he's going to be fast enough with this. That's the only hurdle. If he is not fast enough to get into firing range, it would change things though. But this being an Omni, it should not be costly too much to change the loadout, so let's go with this for now. Range. Recoil. Tracking. Five tons remaining. So can I do this? 4 tons. Yes, I do. It's big, though. Is that a fire control system? It is. It replaces the entire thing. Okay. Oh. Do I use it or not? +1 to all of pilot skill. Bonus 3 to sensor. I don't have room to add other sensor or cockpit bonuses though by putting in this. But I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be the headless Wanu. Okay. 4 tons left. Smart things now would be to give you an AMS. And let's think about your cooling before we go further. I mean, I do have 2 prototype plus, so let's go. And you're only gonna need 1 or 2 on top of it. Yeah, it does 0. The only problem is I didn't put the electronic stuff yet. Do we give you the nicely boosted PAP we just found? Angel ECM could be as well a very good idea. I have to put it in the arm, which is not great. If we go light active probe, that's just Angel ECM maybe in the head. We're gonna shave off a bit of armor probably. Maybe one of those battle computers. If I were to shave any of them, it would probably be... Oh, maybe I can put the... Before I make that move... Patchwork. I don't have a lot of patchwork left. Well, 1.6 ton of armor is not too much to remove on you. Yeah, okay. Let's remove some. $300 on the leg. Should be enough. I'm actually going to increase the armor here. Because there's a lot of guns there. And I want to keep them. Head at 90 is a lot. And anyway, you're headless, so... Just enough to survive a direct hit from something big. Alright, so you are the headless Wanu. Okay. So that gives us a 760 at long range or extreme range. Because we both have BC range to add plus 10% to them all. And we're gonna have the affinity for long-range stuff with you. The only thing left to find out if you will be fast enough to get into direct fire. If you are not, maybe we're gonna need to pivot and to turn you in something else. It's gonna depend on your speed. Cool. So that'll be it for now. Validate. What's the problem? I'm sure that's fixed.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
That should be an interesting mech. Now let's take a look at our Black Rose. Alright, we destroyed the back and pretty much everything. But what I am interested in is, can we run you like this or not? Minus 30% chance reduce of knockdown. Okay. Only 30. And I'm gonna look up how much a 125 tons needs to is a knockdown percentage. Just give me a second. So the answer is 33 point ish, almost 34% for your 125 tonner. With the quad here, quad bonus, that's 60, but we are at 64. And if we give something like 11 to the pilot, we at 75. A single railgun is 55. 46 for you. So no, we cannot run it like the AI, that's for sure. Escort is also, of course, there's the bracing and there's the siege mode, which is probably gonna help. But you know, you've seen the missions that we are at right now. Standing in the open with little evasion to brace to fire is suicidal. I'm not gonna face another railgun mech by standing around and with siege mode. Just gonna be dead in one turn. Siege mode, stability. Siege mode is getting bulk work, increasing damage reduction from guarded to siege mode scatter shot radius. Accuracy, inverted pip ignore, -1 recall, 25% reduced chance of knockdown during siege mode. Okay. So in siege mode, that would be up to 100%, which means in siege mode I could fire both light. Or have a 10% chance of knockdown with the railguns. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we can realistically use this. Because it doesn't have... It's a 125 tonner, it doesn't have that much armor. And if it takes a railgun hit from something else while trying to maneuver to fire, it's dead. Ugh. If we go for the light build... and then we do max armor. What's your actual movement? I need to put an engine in you to know that. What kind of engine did you have before? The 360. It's a 4.3. We have another flywheel. No, we are out. That's a 7 million build. Because if I could give you a heavy duty, you could be able to fire these. But now I'm 18 tons overweight. This is another 20% reduced chance of knockdown. So you would be sitting in the 95, and that means you could be firing these two all the time. But these things are heavy. Those things are heavy. If I do ferrofibrous you, if I do endosteel you, I mean, it's only 1 ton overweight now. I don't really need... These weapons are cold, so I don't care too much, or don't need about special cooling. This is enough. Could that work? Maybe. It's an 8 million bet to take though. And it only has 9 shots per railgun at this point, which we're gonna need more, at least 2 more bins. At least. If we had maybe a lighter engine like the 360, it could perhaps make it. If I put a 340 in you, does your speed decrease? Yes, it does. You don't need an exchanger. That would have been nice. So what else can I give you? One of those canisters, maybe. Jammer. I am out of patchwork to increase that. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure, because this right there, with the gyro, we could be moving and firing those railguns all the time. It would have to be light railguns instead of the big ones that the AI can use, but it is still viable. And with the affinities of the railguns, it should work. I'm gonna give you Gauss snipers, because the railguns are actually considered Gauss. Gauss Comstar, you can see up in the description up there. So you can have even better accuracy. I can give you a better rangefinder. The AR-12 is fine, because that's what you need. More gunnery. But right now you don't have AMS, you don't have any any at all electronic gear, and you're already 3 tons overweight. So I would need a 360 engine to make you work. The 360 is 32.5 tons, and the 385 37. Yeah, that 5-ton difference there is the problem. Assuming, of course, that the 360 will make you go for 3. So I'm not gonna put the engine in. But I'm gonna build you like this until we can find a 360. 360 tonnage 37. Oh, did I make a mistake then? You are 385 is 47.5. And you are 37. Yeah, it's with the Excel thing. Okay. So I'm gonna repair you like this, and we're gonna try out the railgun light, and we'll see if that works. Cool. So that's an 8 million bet, but I think it will be worth it. Now we have to find an engine 360 to make it work. 360 is fairly common. I'll take a look at stores before we do anything else. So, but both of these will all depend on if they're... Both the Wanu and that one will depend on if they're fast enough to get to the battlefield. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The only way to know is to experiment. Do we have any other surprises that we can do? We do have a circuit, but I don't have anything to use that with at the moment. Okay. So that's gonna be it for that. We still need some Arrow 4, we still need more long-term stuff. So we're gonna do a regular mission on this one. I'm just gonna shove the easy things to repair to the front. Get ourselves some mechs to throw in the fray. And let's see what other things Demeter has to give us. Very good. So I should have enough regular mech. I'm not gonna do flare up because that would lock us in too much. And we've seen super heavy missions within flare-ups, and that would suck for us. And we're gonna attempt to do a mission for money, especially since the monthly is getting close. We have a scramble. Scramble pays almost 6 million. And it's going to be low cost. Low drop costs because we can only drop 400, so we're gonna do a scramble. We're gonna go full money. Or leave it at 1. Let's leave it at 1 in case we get something cool. And that should still be able to pay for our monthly cost. So I hope we don't get 2 support lands, because if we get 2 support lands against only 400 ton, I will be in big trouble. So let's clear it. So there would be a good argument to bring the Uberjäger to this one. But I want to try out our new version of Flying Faf with the MMS system. And I want to bring out our good old Angroboda, which we haven't done in a while since it was crippled. It is now back in action. So we're gonna trust our good old king crab on that one. Gonna put Falcon in the flying faff. And Fiona over here. What's your affinity going on with the... I don't know. I think you just unlocked the smart warhead. It just still shows as longbow here. But I'm fairly sure that's the affinity for the Jormungandr. If we unlock the smart warhead there at 40, we're gonna start being much more accurate. Very good, so let's do a little scramble. Let's try out the new S7 or Flying Faff. Oop, pardon me, did I make a mistake? Yeah, the S7 is the classic one. The Flying Faff is this one. Pardon me. Almost made a mistake there. And I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, a scramble. Haven't done that in a while. Let's see what we have. Republic mechs can be more dangerous than your average inner sphere. So, okay, we see 4 of them right there. Uh-huh. Interesting. Judging by the amount of places we can land... Huh, this looks good. I mean, right here sounds perfect. We can have this big mountain to play hide and seek with. And we can ambush them at our leisure. So yeah, that's my choice. Oh, wrong choice.
Heads up, Commander.
Really?
Got hostile contacts.
Right there. I thought you couldn't land when there's some enemy too close. Okay, well that changes things. We are now in a brutal knife fight scenario. We're gonna attempt to keep this in our back to avoid getting shot by these. But now we need to, oh boy, turn around and fight. Okay. Archangel, that's the energy Archangel. At least it's not the one with the Thunderbolt 20 EMP, which could have hit our entire lance and ruin our day very fast. Let's see, 2 Atlases, okay. Another Atlas, a Victor, which I'm not familiar with the CR. And an Executioner, okay.
Waiting for orders.
All of these are assault and all of these are pretty tough. I'm gonna rely on the jumper's evasion. So I'm gonna shove him there in the corner. Even though evasion doesn't mean much, it's at least he doesn't have a target on his back this way. I'm gonna have to risk it and go forward with the longbow. Or the Jormungandr, because that thing can obliterate something in one turn. Yeah, every one of us is gonna have at least one that capable of firing in its back, which is not great. But we need to face these guys. Wow, this is an interesting scenario. So the next initiative is gonna be very important, so that's why we completely lose it. All the 4 in front of us is gonna ask before. Wow. Okay, so that wasn't much. That's very low initiative. We have 13 for the Jormungandr. Okay, could have been worse.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
He's running hot. 2 more. And then an 18. Yeah. Everyone won the initiative above us. Only 1 enemies. Ah, he's after.
Enemy flanking.
Whew. Missed the back shot, which is...
Damage is light.
That would have been very bad. Missed the melee. That... Wow, that could have That could have been the death of the Jormungandr right there. Oh, okay. So we find ourselves in a very interesting scenario where everyone is winning the initiative.
Standing by.
Alright, so one other reason I wanted to recreate the MMS build on the Flying Faff is the ability to jump behind and do Afakayu. Ooh, Fire and Forget is running a bit hot though. On. So, because of the jumping, Okay, well, we might need to find more cooling for you. But we can fire at least one of them and Fire and Forget, which will still be 120 missiles.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
Damn.
There we go. I think this is just one round, but Flying Faff plus MMS, so far so good. Alright, so I'm gonna try and exploit the same thing they just did with a melee. 76%, I hope I don't miss, because then I would be in big trouble.
Let's hit him hard.
Beautiful.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Commander,
As for the Jormungandr,
on my way.
do I go for the kill or do I go for incendiary and make this guy regret his life choices? With 1,000 armor, I don't need to play with incendiary. I'm gonna throw 500 more than 500 damage
Aye, aye.
on the side there. It'll do the trick.
Hit 'em
There you go.
hard.
Ready for orders.
Now, I don't want him to be shot in the back too much.
Location confirmed.
I sadly don't have vigilance yet. But this should be a kill if I go precision times 6. If I go heavy explosive, you're going to regret your life choices as well.
Go.
No, not as much, surprisingly. Atlas do be tough.
Mech warriors.
Hey,
What
okay,
you
we
got?
have initiative on 2 of them.
Standing by.
So, I'm going to go for the Victor. I know this would be a kill, but the Victor has a higher initiative and is fully healthy. This guy is probably not going to be able to do much.
All weapons are go. Give them everything you've got.
When the Jormungandr attacks,
Solid
it
connection
usually
on that
breaks
one.
something. That's the strength of
Ready
that
for
build.
orders.
Now I can finish you.
Enemy outflanked.
Perfect. Woohoo! Knife Fight City. Haha.
They will be done.
So, my will. What is my will? My will is that you jump back. And then you fire just one. One regular.
Go time.
Ah, back shot. That's not the best.
Damage is light.
2 more of them. That could be bad. We're okay. Okay.
Barely hit.
Could have been the worst.
Standing by.
Okay, so I'm gonna ignore this guy. And I'm gonna turn around so that I can face my tormentor on the other side. Because it's rack 5 of this guy is fairly accurate. So let's start to lay down some hurt.
Primitive.
There we go.
Hell yes.
Standing by.
I'm gonna use the kick grab to finish off this guy.
Roger. Target locked. Let's go.
Because the Jormungandr, I was gonna say the opposite, that I'm gonna use a Jormungandr because this guy is longer range. However,
Orders.
after thinking about it, I'm gonna use the airstrike instead.
It's go time.
There we go. Mr. Flying Faff. If we can isolate them one at a time,
I take flight.
I'm gonna do my vigilance here. Enjoy, buddy.
Punching all the buttons.
Perhaps I should have done Inferno with him, because this is not gonna be a kill. It's a start, but it's not a kill. Okay, and Grobodai is taking some hits.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
But he's not in danger anywhere, so we can keep on fighting. We have a side shot
On
here.
the way.
Let's see if it is better. Sadly, I have a jam.
Knowledge.
Ooh, that was rough. 2 Ultra 20 hit. Now he's unstable. That changes things. I hope he has a high initiative next turn so I can get him out of there before he gets pummeled. I think that's our airstrike.
Airstrike.
Cool, cool. Head hit. Emperor. Yeah, that's good.
Let's do this.
Alright. So, Jormungandr, join the
On
fray.
the move, full speed.
Oh yeah. 4 damage per missile. Go ahead.
Affirmative. Oh,
There you go.
It's on now. One less target.
I'm here.
So, Flying Faff, you're not gonna fly this turn. You're gonna phase them.
Got it, Commander.
And as I said, I'm gonna switch to Inferno. I'm gonna cook this guy.
Roger that. Hey,
There you go.
let's slip
Broke
this
some
up
things at the
before.
same time.
Receiving you.
Okay, Mr. King Crab, you're pretty much high up there,
Roger.
but you can still jump and have reasonable hit chance.
No retreat.
Ooh, turn to the Flying Faff, which is what I was hoping,
Took a hard hit there.
to be honest, so that they wouldn't fire on the Mad Cat,
Orders?
which worked.
Got it, Commander.
Flying Faff has still had maximum
Lots
armor.
of armor.
Gonna be the airstrike?
Enemy airstrike.
Yep. Should be stressed, buddy. Ah, there's the other one. Think that's that.
Let's get this done, folks.
Ooh, that's what I was, didn't want to happen.
Internal structure damage. Ready for order.
Okay. This Emperor appears to be stealthy.
Aye, aye.
Ah, gotcha. He's fully armored though, so I'm not gonna kill him this turn. So I'm gonna use Vigilance since I'm almost unstable.
Let's go. Let's go.
I did spot it at least. Ooh, okay.
I'm under heavy
I mean, these
fire.
are dangerous mechs.
Receiving you.
All of them. Enjoy, buddy.
Confirmed.
That should be the end of him. No, not quite. We were firing at the side that he is not injured. But, you know.
I'm ready.
Okay, so I think you're done. I don't want to risk you. We just brought you back to life, so... Your back armor is still fine-ish.
Acknowledged.
So, yeah. You're done.
Commander?
The Flying Faff still has some armor. And he's gonna jump behind
Firing jump
over
jet.
here. He's gonna Vigilance. Yeah, we're running hot though. Do we kill the Archangel or do we fire on this guy's side? I think we're gonna fire on this side because he's already open in several places. I'm gonna go standard. That should do some damage. There we go.
Score.
But this was a very different fight from super heavies, right? This is direct in your face knife fight city, which we haven't done in a while. Oh, there you go. Boink.
Give them everything you've got.
Standing by.
Go, King Crab, go face down the Emperor. Give him a little bit of your mind.
Waiting for orders.
Flying Faf, can you reach the Emperor? No, because you are running a bit hot. So we're just gonna move and finish. I'm even gonna fire just one.
Once more under the breach.
Or not.
friend.
You can, of
I'm
course,
receiving
miss. The lock, of course.
Let's move.
I'm still considering you done for this fight. I don't want to lose you.
Yes, Commander.
What about you? Do you have an angle? You do. Yoinks.
Full speed, no target.
Enjoy, buddy.
Giving them everything I've got. Oh, it's on now.
He had damage resistance, so it was only 2 damage per missile at this for this time. Yeah, he's done.
Hit him hard.
Alright, so the Emperor wins the initiative. Gives us a bit of damage. That's fair.
Losing lots of armor.
But now he doesn't have much to follow up with.
Heading out.
So enjoy, buddy.
Let's go.
Oh, got a battle armor.
Hostile removed. Yes, Commander.
Mr. Flying Faf, I think you can simply continue your destruction.
Confirmed.
Please don't miss this time. Okay.
Oh, it's on now.
Boink. Hey, so the battle armor doesn't count, so we're done. Beautiful. So we haven't done in a very big knife fight in a while, but that was fun. And I'll see you guys at the salvage screen. Alright, so 4.5 mil, that's gonna pay our monthly cost, which is coming up close. That was the point of this mission. Let's see if we can get at least one interesting piece. The King Crab, good as always. A Flying Faf and its backstabbing with the MMS, it works, but you need more cooling. Jormungandr, just efficient as usual. Okay. That Emperor was actually pretty impressive with stealth and everything. I've ran Emperor into most of my playthrough. This is the first one when I don't have one. Because their quirk with arm mounted accuracy and minus 10% heat generated by laser is actually pretty interesting. I did make one at one point with twin chem large laser racks in each arms and twin ultra 5 in each arms. It was pretty gnarly in the disco way. So Predator. Command console, I have one. Well, let's disassemble. We only have one pick, so it doesn't matter if we flood it with everything. Long range, that's always useful. I do have 2 of them. Cooling jackets. Yep. Gunnery support is actually a big one too. Stability gyro. But the cooling jackets, I have 0 of them in inventory right now. I use the 2 I have on the Marauder 3. So if we ever lose an arm or it gets broken, we need a replacement, at least one replacement part. So that's my choice. We get 2 Atlas. We don't really care about that. Gunnery support, I'm happy about it though. ammo can always be useful, but I'm not running 20s at this point, even though they are strong, mostly because of the range thing. Very good, so those are my choices, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, so we got a 35 days, half a mil, and repair. It's not too bad. Alright, but now we have a financial report. It's 7 days, which wanna, well, use pretty much the money we just made. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this episode a bit shorter compared to some of these super heavy missions that can take well over an hour. Sometimes we need a little easier one. So I'm gonna keep it easy. I do have plans for the future. We're gonna be able to test out the new Serket in the next episode and the Headless Wanu. So I'm gonna grind a bit in between this episode and the next, both for money and both because I'm trying to find some more long-term artillery. Try to have simply more artillery when we do big fights. I have an idea for a build in my head with twin long-term cannons. One of our comments in the as a way to perhaps defeat the knockdown problem with 100 tonners or less, not with super heavies. So I'm wanting to try that build with twin long-term cannons, which was the most important build I had in the past. But yeah, I want to try it out. So I'm gonna grind for money a bit and maybe try to get a long-term or two in the meanwhile. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching until the end. When we are back, the Wanu will be available and we're gonna try that out. So I'll see you next time. Thank you.